Sema, niaje.
Poa poa mambo.
Poa. Look, I'm learning. There's one name actually that I recall early on when we were dating. We were walking down the street and it was the name of a restaurant or something. And I said, oh, why don't we go to this place? And you're like, where? And I was like, Jameson's. And you said?
It's not Jameson, it's Jameson. Hi, I'm Grace. This is Kevin with the stories.
We are comparing Kenyan and American culture to see what's different, but also what's similar. And today we're talking about names, all right? Not just Jameson or Jameson, as you call it. You even call it, there's a brand of whiskey called
Jameson.
You call it Jameson?
Well, I've added take alcohol soda.
Oh, I guess you're right. You've been collecting some names that we pronounce different ways. Was that one of them? Or did I steal that from you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but you make it sound like I'm an archaeologist for names, just going and looking for.
No. What you are is you record things when they happen. If they're different. Like if I say something, you're like, "What? What did you just say?" Then she's at her phone. Like, hang on, I just have to. Well, before we get into those pronunciations, maybe I've pulled up a list of the most popular names. Mm-hmm. In both Kenya and America.
Oh.
Okay? So let me read you the top 5 names. And these are separated by gender, but whatever it is. All right, so these are the top 5 boys' names. All right. We have John. This is in Kenya. We have John, Joseph, Peter, Brian, David. Popular names?
Yeah.
Very popular. And then these are the top 5 girls' names. Mary, Faith, Mercy, Sharon, Esther.
Yep.
Now I'd say right off the bat that it seems to me like the boys' names are pretty common in America. And the girls' names I think are a little less common. Mm-hmm. Except for Mary. A lot of people are named Mary.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
It is.
Yeah.
Also to highlight, most of the male names are found in the Bible. Just to emphasize how religious Kenya is, like Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. The women's names are too, the girls' names.
There's a Sharon in the Bible?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like a Hebrew name. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole book of Esther.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Do you want to read the ones for America?
Oh gosh, because I'm going to pronounce them wrong.
Just the top 5.
The top 5.
On each.
So the top 5 male names are...
Oh, and this I should say is from 2021. I don't know when the list for Kenyan names was, but this is specifically in last year. These were the most popular names.
Right, okay. So Liam, Noah, like the car. Oliver, Elijah, James. And then females are Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia, and Ava.
Charlotte. I thought you were saying shallot, like the vegetable. Shallot. Charlotte. Charlotte. Well, there's one. You say Charlotte.
Charlotte. How do you say it?
Charlotte.
What is it?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, not Charlotte.
No, Charlotte.
Anyway.
It's the schwa.
To be honest, I'm surprised. I was expecting names like your name, Kevin, which is very popular in America.
Some names that I think of as very common are like Matt, Matthew, Michael, even John, James, like those kinds of names. Although James was on here, wasn't it?
Larry.
Larry's short for Lawrence.
Oh.
Usually.
Okay.
But this is just from last year, so this is what people are naming their kids now.
Yeah.
Would you say in Kenya, are people still have this convention of... Well, actually, why don't you talk about how kids are named in Kenya, or at least in Luo culture?
Right, so every tribe, well, I'm going to speak for Luo, you're named after what time of the day you're born. If you're born in the evening, your name would be Atieno for a female person and Otieno for a male person.
Oh, I noticed actually, funny you said that, because on the Kenyan list, if you go down far enough, because I was looking to see like what are the first like Swahili names or sort of cultural names specifically from Kenya. And while there are some Arabic names like Muhammad, 30 on the list is Wanjiru. And number 43 on the list is Otieno, you just said.
Pretty cool.
You take that as your second name, isn't that right?
Yeah, since we were colonized, we had to adopt more of the English names. Yeah, like Christian name, that's what we call them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really see Muslims doing this a lot, like having that Christian name. You know,
well, that wouldn't make sense, would it?
Straight to...
You don't see Muslims having a Christian name. There's a very good reason for that.
No, oh my god. Okay, for example, Liam is not a Christian name. You still wouldn't see someone who's Muslim being called Liam Abdullahi or something like that.
Hold on, confirming whether or not Liam is a Christian name. Liam is an Irish name.
Yeah. See?
So there. So they're not taking Irish names, for example. They're not taking English names or anglicized biblical names.
Though now that I'm thinking of it, like in the Quran derives from where all religious books come from, the Jewish Torah, like the Old Testament. So names like Daudi, you find a Muslim called Daudi or Isa for Isaac,
So that's just the sort of the Arabic form of those names.
Yes.
The names that you take as Christian Kenyans are the anglicized versions of those names.
Correct.
And then you take as your second name whatever culturally would be. And now I don't think that's the rule. There are exceptions. There are people who perhaps have just tribal or Swahili names.
Yeah. The Christian is just for formality, really, just to have something in the ID.
Sure.
And then last thing, you take your dad's surname.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you have a father, if not, I think you can take your mother's surname as well. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Here names are very. I think it's become more relaxed in terms of how people name their children. People are less likely to name their kids necessarily culturally in terms of like, well, let's say, branches of my family go back to Hungary or to Ireland. And while Kevin is an Irish name, I don't think that that's the reason that I was named Kevin. It had to do with somebody else whom my parents knew who was named Kevin, and I was named after them.
Yeah.
So people tend to be named after people a lot. Maybe that happens in Kenya as well.
There's a time, there's so many boys called Nathan now. And I think it's because there's this TV series called One Tree Hill, and there's this main character called Nate. So after that, there are so many. Oh my god.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So One Tree Hill was popular in Kenya.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Very cool. I've been forestalling enough. I think we should get to what are the names that I pronounce wrong.
Yeah, you pronounce them wrong. I pronounce them right. So the first one is Felix.
FedEx?
Felix.
Like FedEx, like the company?
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean
Felix.
Felix. Like Felix the cat.
It's Felix. Yeah.
We don't know. Felix is not a very popular name these days
really?
in America.
Spoken in Kenya.
Anyway, we say Felix. You say Felix.
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 Felix. Okay.
And then Joel.
Joel.
Like
J-O-
the first Noel. Joel.
Joel.
Yes, Joel. Joel.
We pronounce that name as Joel.
Okay.
Joel. Although there is a more feminized name, Joelle, which is Joelle.
Joel. Yeah, it's the same. Joel and Joel.
Wow. Are there some other names that you maybe pronounce differently? I don't know. Maybe some names that we've said here today. Well, let us know in a comment down below, because we could do a second video about names that are pronounced differently. Is it becoming popular to not take an anglicized name, a Christian name in your culture? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, and until next time, Kwaheri.
Bye.